Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Snape here, and I'm back with a brand new video. Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you Season 25 Early Access. If you enjoy, like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So I was lucky enough to be given the opportunity from EA and Respawn, which I honestly cannot thank them enough for letting me have early access and be able to actually see the game firsthand before it gets launched on Tuesday. And honestly, I wanted to just run through a few things that I have obviously looked at, and a few people might be like, well, could you show us what this is and what's happening in the next season for this and that? So yeah, let's jump straight into this. So obviously this is the home screen. This is what you're going to see when you eventually do get onto Apex Legends Season 25. It looks absolutely stunning. Now, of course, we have got lots of changes. You know, you've got new legends on here as well, like Sparrow, which you'll be able to see here. Lots of cool skins for Sparrow. They honestly look really sick. Really excited by this. I'm just going to get my controller plugged straight back in. Do that with this. As you can see, lots of cool legendary skins if you are interested. Lots of cool banners, frames as well. Poses are awesome. I mean, I think this pose is so cool. Like, it's like a little cat. Like, it's so sick, man. So yeah, there's a lot of cool things about Sparrow. I'll show you more about Sparrow in the actual range. If you're looking at battle passes, the Nemesis is what you're going to be getting from the actual battle pass. So this is the radius burst. It looks absolutely sick. Really cool. It's like such a blinged up Nemesis. Honestly, it looks awesome. So 100% I'd be recommending you getting that. Spotlight passes, those are all the legends that are on there. And then of course there is the welcome battle pass, which obviously doesn't give you as much, but you know, pretty cool nonetheless. So yeah, so that's that part there. Obviously I mentioned as well there, we obviously had Sparrow and things like that. They have added some new animations to the actual home screens as well. So, you know, when you're loading in, you're actually going to get all these awesome, cool animations. Now, a few more legends do have them now. There's more being added. So there might be a few people that you look at and go, oh, wow, I didn't know they had one. But yeah, it's really sick. And it's something that I actually think is really awesome to add into the game. I feel like it's such a cool thing that has been included. Apart from that, I can't really show you much else apart from the store. But we'll go into the firing range. We'll run through all the guns so you can get an idea of a feel of what they look like, what to expect. And of course, I will show you some action of Sparrow as well. So here we are jumping into the actual lobby. As you can see already with Sparrow, you get this awesome little double jump. It kind of reminds me of Vantage's jump. It's really good. You can also use this jump on walls. So if you came up to a wall, clambered, you see there I get another jump, and you can almost like double jump up a wall. It's really cool, and it makes it really obvious as well when you're doing it. So you clamber, it'll jump up, clamber again, and then you can even hit another jump again. So very helpful to get in high positions, catching people off guard. With his actual abilities, so his Q, if you pop it down, it's called a trap. And essentially you can leave this by doors, and if anybody walks into it, they'll hit this little scan. And then as they move it, they almost have like a little wave scan going around them, so you can keep a lot of info. But essentially it sits on the floor like this, and if anybody walks in the radius of it, they will get picked up via the scan. The other really cool thing about this is you can also use this on scanning like beacons. So rather than walking over, you can just simply just shoot it at an actual a recon, a survey beacon. So it saves you a lot of time as well. It's really awesome thing that you can do. Like I say, as you can see there, these arts can also be used to activate survey beacons from afar. So really recommend you give this a try, because honestly, I used it a few times. I'll put a couple clips up on the screen, and yeah, they were really helpful. And it just saves you a lot of time and putting yourself in dangerous situations. The Stinger Bolt is really awesome. The ultimate is so cool. So essentially, you can change it with the upgrades, but personally, I think it's by itself is pretty awesome. Essentially, you pop this down, and anybody in the radius is going to get hit by 20 damage. And as you can see there, they have been hit there 6 times. That is 120 damage. Insane. And the last thing that Sparrow has available as well is he also has his passive. He's allowed to carry additional arrows and explosive arrows of the for the bow check. So for himself, you see there he gets 50 arrows. If I was to go on as Pathfinder and I was to drop this, Pathfinder only gets 40 arrows. So you do get more as Sparrow. The other cool thing as well is that you can charge up with a frag grenade the bow check. And by doing this, because you are playing as Sparrow, you get 9 bullets with 1 grenade. The total there, I got 9 bullets. Whereas if I was playing as Starfighter and I scanned it and I did this, I will only get a total of 7 arrows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it gives you an idea of the advantage that Sparrow can have over other legends, especially by using a bow check. And then of course his upgrades as well. You can speed boost towards enemies, or you can have an extra trap and 2 max traps activated. This is quite a useful one. At the moment, I'm undecided which one I think I prefer more. I think I kind of prefer the extra traps. The moving to speed boost towards enemies, I haven't found much benefit in my game so far, but I could be completely wrong. This is just kind of like first taster. And as well, the other upgrades are as followed. You can have the so the ultimate recovers health and shields, as you can see there, or you have the alternate mode, which the ultimate has 3 charges with a smaller radius. I don't really like this one as much. If I show you it there, I mean, sure, it's still useful, but I don't know. I feel like I'd rather a bigger radius personally. You see, it doesn't quite do as much as you'd like. But I think I would prefer a bigger radius and a longer duration. Oh yeah, but yeah, really cool legend, and I'm very excited to see Sparrow in, you know, well, essentially in real Apex game time. So yeah, so that's our first thing we're going to run through. Now we're going to run through the weapon changes. So we're going to start off with the Wingman. So the Wingman has now got available Skull Piercer and Laser Sight. So 2 new cool things that have been added. The actual fire rate of the Wingman is really powerful. As you can see, you can do 96 damage to the head. The actual fire rate on it is very fast. Not quite the speed of like launch at Wingman, but very good. Next up, we have the longbow. So the longbow also takes the Skull Piercer, and of course as well the heavy mag, extended mag, sorry. But we also now get this new sniper stock, and the sniper stock now gives you fast handling, large aim drift reduction, and fastest reload time. No penalty when weapon is drawn. So there's a lot of perks to having the sniper stock. The actual longbow itself with the Skull Piercer does 129 damage to the head. But it does mean, like I say, you don't get a penalty when you pull out your longbow. You get to equip it quicker. You've got faster reload times. It's just a lot more going for it now. It's very exciting and really cool. Next up, we have the charge rifle. So the charge rifle is pretty much the same as it was. Obviously, it now gets this new stock, and it does still have the precision choke, not precision choke. Select fire. God, I can't get my name right. So not too much of a change. I do think it's going to have a little bit more of an advantage now with the new sniper stock. It feels really good. But yeah, it's exciting. Next up, we have the Sentinel. The Sentinel has now got the accelerator, as you'll see the bow check does as well. But yeah, so now you are going to be, if you are using a Sentinel, you're going to get more charge on your ultimate and gain additional Evo damage when using this weapon. So, for example, you see, still doing that healthy amount of damage, and that is without it even being charged up. Charge this weapon up as well. 158 to the head. Very, very strong. Next up, we have the bow check. Now, I've obviously shown you a lot about the bow check. The bow check in itself has 88 headshot damage. The fire rate is not too powerful, so I think it's pretty level. As you can see that, that's as fast as it can fire. And it also does have the ability to obviously have frag grenades attached. This is a really cool feature that's been added to it. So essentially, if you do use this though, rather than having 88 headshots, you will get 64 damage headshots. But as you can see there, you get 25 damage extra. And of course, as well, the advantage of using this is, even if you miss, they are still going to take damage. So it does have a blast radius. I think it's about up to 10 meters. As you can see, I'm pretty far back here. And I'm getting the marker to show up. So, yeah, it's pretty damn good. And definitely a fun thing to add to the bow chain. Moving forward, and of course as well, as I mentioned, you do as well get the accelerator on the actual bow chain. Moving over, those amp peaks, they're pretty much the same. Nothing too crazy about them. They still feel pretty amazing. Nice and fast. Lots of good damage. Moving over, we have the EVA 8. The EVA 8 is actually ridiculous. You might have seen my short for it already. I have posted one. But here's how fast it can shoot. Now, of course, this is with a gold bolt. But wow. That's crazy. That's awesome. That's amazing. So really, really, really cool. Gonna take that off and add ammo. So yeah, awesome. Next over, we've got the Mastiff. Now the Mastiff, pretty standard, nothing to change too much. 96 to the head. Not as amazing as the Mozams or the EVA 8, but still a solid shotgun if you were stuck in that position. Next up, we have the P20s. P20s, very solid weapons. Very, very good still. They do not have the accelerator, which is a good thing. But as you can still see, they still absolutely shred. So, definitely recommend you still use them. RE hasn't changed. It's the exact same. As far as I'm aware, that is the exact same. Alternator, same. Nothing going on too much there. R9, same again. 301, same. Nothing too much going on there. We've got the Spitfire. Still has available the gun shield hop-up, and of course the other attachments, but nothing too crazy. And we do obviously have the G7, which now does benefit from the gold sniper stock. So you're able to strafe quicker with it. And of course, reload faster as well. This is disgusting. This feels absolutely crazy good. But yeah, G7 with a gold stock, definitely one to watch out for. Flatline hasn't really changed much. Flatline's pretty much the exact same. Nothing too wild. Hemlock has now got available gun shield, which is really cool. Excellent thing to add to the gun. Prowler still has select fire available, and of course the same attachments. You can go first. Moving on, we have the 30-30, which has benefited a lot in Season 25 because not only is it going to get Skull Piercer, but it is also going to get the Gold Sniper stock, and it does a grand total of 130 to the head, fully charged. Ridiculous, very strong. Rampage is pretty standard again. Rampage hasn't changed, still got the gun shield, and it obviously still has the heavy mag. Very solid. And of course we have the car as well, which has laser sight and also one more stop. Have some bad shots. I like it. Looking very, very good. Moving over, we now have the Havoc. The Havoc is now obviously on ground floor loot. This is how good it is looking. I personally don't think it's overpowered. I think it's pretty good. So yes, it does a lot of damage, but charge up time is pretty fair. I think this is pretty fair balanced gun. Next up, we've got the Devotion. Now this is a big change. So as you notice there, as I got my gun there, I had all the attachments. So let's take one of the attachments off. So by itself, this is what the Devotion looks like. Now, if you're lucky enough to find all attachments, you will now get turbocharger on your Devotion. So it does say it on there, and it also does get the accelerator hop up. So not only are you getting turbocharger, you're also getting the accelerator hop up. Unbelievable. That's strong. L-Star, nothing's changed with the L-Star. L-Star's still a solid gun, but nothing too crazy. And then the last thing we have is the Nemesis on the ordinary guns. Let's just go to stop. This feels really good. As soon as it's charged up, you'll see how much damage it can do. And of course, you might be able to hear the Battle Pass skin going on, which is what I have in my hands right now. Very, very cool. And of course, last but not least, on the actual guns, we have here the for the care package. We have triple take, which once again, if you see my short, you'll understand how broken this gun is. 111 to the head. Very, very strong weapon. Really good. We have the PK on the ground, the care package as well. Still a solid weapon. So you get lots of damage from range, and of course then you have the Kraber, which once again hasn't changed. And then obviously throwing knives don't exist. Yeah, that is all of the weapon changes, and of course that is Sparrow. Really exciting, super excited to see once again these changes put into the actual game. Yeah, super excited. The only other things to have to mention, which are in the actual lobby, is of course we have had changes to playlists. So a lot of people were probably looking and going, what LTMs is there? So as I can tell you right now, arenas will be there as you go into the game. You will be able to play arenas on the LTM playlist. And of course as well, you are able to do arenas in private matches. So if you are interested in doing some private one-to-one, one-on-ones, or 2-on-2s arenas, you can officially do it. So that's really exciting, and that they brought that back. Super cool. Yeah, exciting. So that's pretty much all the stuff I really wanted to cover. I hope that kind of gives you guys more of an insight to what you're going to expect to Season 25 on Tuesday. It's really exciting. Obviously, at the end of the day, I have played a lot of the game already, and I will be live again tonight as this video goes live for more early access. So yeah, guys, if you are wanting to check it out more, check out my links in the description. Go to my Twitch or my TikTok. I'll be live on both of them. You guys can check it out more. But yeah, guys, that's a little run through. If you've got any more questions, pop them down in the comments down below and hopefully I can help. But yeah, guys, I'm going to shut the hell up. I'll see you all in the next video.